Hi guys, welcome to Lalisa's channel. This is Lauren Zach Coleman. Today we are here to talk about our K-1 visa process. So stay tuned.
Alright guys, so the main reason we're actually bringing this video to you today is because on social media, Instagram, Facebook, we've been getting a lot of people asking us what we did to get here. Because currently we are in the United States of America. Alrighty, we've been here for what, a little over a year? Yeah. So it worked, yay. Alrighty. But what we want to do is share our experience, because when we were trying to kind of go through the process, get set up, we had a big struggle finding any information about Ghanaian, even Nigerian, anything like that. It was very difficult to find any YouTube video
about
correlated with that.
African,
Everything was like from the Philippines, Manila, the capital.
There was a lot of videos from Philippines.
Yeah. So definitely, we're super excited to bring this to you guys, because we know there are a lot of people meeting Africans, not just Ghanaians in general, but Africans in general. And we have quite a few friends who've actually married Ugandans and people from Ethiopia and places like that. So
we're here for you.
Yeah, we got the breakdown for you. No worries. All right, so we have a list of things that we wrote down that we wish we knew we had answers to before we started the process, okay? So we're gonna go through these one by one, address them. If you have anything that we don't cover in this video, comment down below and we'll get back to you, okay?
Okay, so first of all, let's talk about your relationship. That's the whole reason you guys are here. So if you and your fiance's relationship is an online relationship, before you start the process and all, you have to meet in person, because USCIS process is all about evidence and, trying to find a bona fide relationship. So if you and your fiance's relationship is online, before you start the process, you guys should find a way to meet. Usually it's easier when the US citizen goes to Ghana, because that's the easiest way, because it's hard for an African or a Ghanaian to come to the US. So yeah. So the USCIS process, it's all about evidence. So if you guys have a lot of pictures, a lot of, you can do videos, or if you have chat logs, video screenshots, and like video call screenshots, stuff like that, it's gonna be so helpful, because the more evidence you have, the easier your process becomes, because they're not looking for anything specific but a bona fide relationship. So if you can prove that we are real, our relationship is legit, it's still kind of gonna be a little worrying about, like, are they gonna accept us or not, but it makes it easier, because your relationship is real and you have nothing to worry about. So yeah.
And for us Americans, this is for us getting to your country, at least for me, to Ghana. It's a very peaceful country. It's very easy. I just went to a website called Rapid Visa. It took me literally like a week. It was like $60 to get a visa. Super easy once I got back. Shot over there. Went back. That's the whole proposal, portion of things. So that is actually really simple. Comment down below if you want that exact process laid out for you, and I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
But you definitely need to get over to the country that your girlfriend or boyfriend are in, and make sure you date them a little bit, because that's a big step. Getting married, you want to make sure you love them, because online is a little different than in person, and we can vouch for that, because after dating in person to start, long distance for what was it, like 3 months?
It was a long process. Like,
that was tough.
Yeah, but we made it through. So you guys, good luck. You can do this.
Alrighty, so we're gonna start the process off with the most important part, which is the I-129F, which is the application for a K-1 Fiancé Visa. This is all gonna start with you, the American, okay? So first is the evidence we were talking about before. That's crucial. collect the evidence, and that's what's going to start you building your case. It's a lot of paperwork. It sucks, but it's what you have to do.
I didn't do it, so.
Yeah, so this is definitely what we're going to go through. We have our original cover letter here.
It's a little
can't really see it, but it's our original cover letter here, which is something you want to put on the top of your packet when you send it in, because it really helps, you know, whatever officer is going through your information or your packet to kind of break down what's inside of it, and it just shows them, you know, responsibility, I guess. It's just, I don't know. It's a government job.
It's just,
how that is.
You know, when your papers are like arranged in order, it just makes things easier for them. And they don't have to be annoyed, like, oh my gosh, what is this? You know, that kind of thing.
I even use, you know, tabs. I have my original packet and everything. We'll make that's a whole other video. If you guys want to see that, comment down below. We'll make a video of the packet, all the information that you need in there. We'll do that for you. But I just made sure to make it as easy and most accessible as possible for that officer. Alrighty. And so first, what we're going to go through is money. So money is
obviously
is everything. The filing fee for this, when I did it, and what it currently is sitting at, is $535. Okay.
What year was that?
That was last
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years ago. Yeah. So that's when I filed it. That was in 2018. This was, you can pay that like cashier's check, anything like that, money order. What I did was a credit card payment type form, but everyone's different. That's what I preferred, was then to just take it out of my credit card. It's
so
definitely up to you.
You wrote your credit card information down.
There's a form you can download, and you'll write the information on for your card. But a lot of people like the cashier's check, which is just a really simple way. So yeah, that's the payment, and that's definitely the first thing you need. Make sure you have that $535, because that's what it takes. In the process, it's more and more expensive as you go on, because if you didn't know, the K-1 Fiancé Visa actually is the most expensive route to get your soon-to-be wife over here.
Don't worry, it's worth it. Like, we're really
but it is the fastest way to get them over here, so that's what we do.
Compared to
the K3
spousal
visa.
Before you go through with the process, you have to make sure that your fiance from the other country has a passport. In my situation, it took me about 2 weeks from when I went to the passport office till I got it, because I knew someone. You know how Ghana works. If you know someone who knows someone, then things actually goes faster for you. So yeah, I paid a little bit of extra money than the passport fee itself, so I could get it faster, because we didn't know I was going to need my passport that soon. So when we realized that I was going to need it, then I had to get it faster, because we wanted to send in the papers. So good for you. We're telling you now. So before you start with the process, you just make sure your fiance from the other country has a passport. So
yeah, super important. We are both fairly young. Like, we're both in our low 20s.
Yeah.
So that's something that a lot of you who are a little older will probably have a passport. But yeah,
I didn't need a passport.
Yeah, so
I wasn't planning on going anywhere. So
definitely make sure you are able to get that, because you'll need the passport number, everything like that.
Sometimes picture of the passport photos, like
exactly. Yes. So we'll go over that a little bit later on, all those like supporting documents you need to go along with your I-129F. All right, guys. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the supporting documents that you must file with your paperwork. Okay, this is our cover letter. We'll show you a better picture of it. It's really bright. I can't really see. So first of all, you need those passport pictures like we were talking about before. Okay.
Yeah.
The form is called G325A, which you're gonna apply. It's kind of like a identification form. It's your identification, your biographical information, kind of like that.
Is that for the U.S.?
It's for both. So the U.S. Beneficiary and the petitioner need in order to, apply, because those are required side documents. So Laura, tell us a little bit more about the process of getting your passport photos and things like that.
So with our case, since I wasn't in the U.S. and he wasn't in Ghana when we were filing our form, we had to use a different method of him getting my passport photos. and we didn't want to send it through like shipment or something because we didn't know how long it was going to take for it to get to the US, and we wanted to, speed our process up. So I went to a photographer. I told him, hey, I want a passport picture, but I don't want it, in a printed form. And he was like, okay, I'll just send it to you. So he sent it to me through my phone. Um, and then I sent it to him through his phone. And then he went to a passport photo place. And then they printed it out for him because they give you a size. When you look at the form of this, you need to send to the USCIS. They give you a size, a specific size of how your passport photo should be.
Mhm.
So you take it there and then you tell them, I want this passport photo, but I want it in this specific size. And then they get it for you. We thought that was easier than, having to print it out and ship it and stuff. So.
Yeah, a lot easier. And for us here in the US, you can go to like Walgreens, Walmart, Costco, wherever you need to get your passport pictures taken. Walgreens is very expensive. I learned that the hard way. Costco is very cheap. So
it was
you can
too
go to
late.
Costco. Yeah, it was like $80 for like 4 of them, or like
4
65,
pictures.
something like that. I was like, okay, well,
But
whatever. So definitely do your research before you go. So Costco, according to what I've heard, is much cheaper. But yeah, she just sent me those pictures. I got them printed out, super easy. I just put it in a little Ziploc baggie that was marked Laura and with her passport number, and then a Ziploc baggie with my photos in them, just for convenience, like we said before. The next thing on here is the birth certificates of both of us. So clearly, for Americans, it's very easy to get your birth certificate. For Ghanaians, it's a little different depending on your situation. Laura, tell me a little bit more about yours.
so with my situation, I had lost my birth certificate. You know how Ghana is. I mean, maybe your parents kept yours. Good for you. But for me, I didn't have it. I mean, I had a birth certificate when I was born, but it was missing when I needed it because you never use your birth certificate in Ghana, like for anything except for school or maybe something like that. I don't know. Because when you were born and stuff like that. So I had to do another one. The person who took me to do my passport before knew someone else who could do birth certificates. So yeah, if you guys want to know who he is, if you guys want his information, you can just let me know. I'll help you out with that. So yeah, I talked to him about it. He helped me. I get another birth certificate with my real date of birth and everything. It's just, you give them your information and then.
Where'd you have to go?
I had to go to Kumasi. I mean, I didn't meet the person who did it in person, but the person who knew that person. I met him at UST, that university. And yeah, we talked on the phone. I gave him my information and everything. And then you never see them in person, but it came up.
Mm-hmm.
Just
How long did it take?
Like a week. It didn't
week?
take long. Yeah.
Okay. And did you have to pay anything for it?
I had to pay money. Obviously, I don't think you're supposed to pay money, but you want it faster, and someone is helping you out with it. So I gave him like $20, like 100 CDs.
Okay.
I don't really remember, but it should have been more than that, depending on who you know. So.
Awesome. And for your passport, how much was it? Just about.
Five. How do you say?
5 million.
5 million,
So,
like 500 Ghana cedis, or is that wrong? I don't know.
Yeah, 500 Ghana
like,
CDs, which is like
about $50, right?
that's 100. That's like $100. Because the
Okay.
exchange rate is like 5.5 or 5, something like that, currently. So
Yeah.
the exchange rate has been going up slightly.
I mean, it
the past few
depends on
years.
who you go to. It depends on now because we did ours 2 years back. So
Mhm. Definitely.
it could be more, or depending on who you know, it could be less or none. But
There's people all over who do that type of work who kind of help fast track the process of getting these
yeah, like
documents. Because Ghanaians, you know how it is. You pay a little bit more and you get things done a little faster. It's just
you're
the way
not
the world
supposed
works.
to pay for passport, but you want it faster. You want it
You're not
to
supposed
be
to pay for
done.
a passport.
I guess it's free. I don't know. I
I'm
wasn't
pretty sure
supposed
you have
to.
pay for a passport.
When I went in there, so this is how mine went. When I went in there, I talked to the lady. She gave me a big envelope. I looked in it. There was nothing in there. And the guy who took me was like, she wants something. So, I mean, why would she give you an empty envelope? So I put like 100 cities in there. And then she thought it was small. So she was kind of, And then the guy that I was with, he told me to go out. So, he talked to her like, this is my little sister. You gotta give her, So yeah, that's how it works in Ghana. I mean, like, yeah.
But there's obviously a process for everything, and Ghana's definitely getting a lot better about getting their governmental things situated and a lot more professional.
Faster.
But it's definitely not impossible, and it's definitely not hard at all. So yeah, no big deal there. And so she just sent me a photocopy of that birth certificate. I got that put into the forms as well. The next thing is a letter certifying your intent to marry. So you need a two-way form of that. So she had to write a letter on her intent to marry me, and I'd write
which
a letter
I didn't
on my
write.
intent on marrying her. I just copied from the internet. I just found an already made one. I just changed the names, some like personal information, and just applied it, because there's a lot of forms that
I couldn't write a letter and I could have just done it the same fun way, and then he had to just copyright it for me. But it's just easier the way we did it.
And it's really easy to just copy and paste her digital signature onto it. Technology nowadays is super easy. Yeah. The next thing is proof of having met in person in the past 2 years, which is a huge. It's really the main thing that they're looking for. If you have enough evidence, and when I say enough, we had over probably 100 sheets of individually printed out information and pictures, chat logs, everything.
We gave them what they needed.
Yeah, especially the key for a bona fide marriage is when you involve your family. So like my family here in the U.S. chatting with her family chatting with me, video chat
with them
both ways. That's huge, and that shows that everyone's in on this and is supporting it. Okay. Not everyone is as lucky as that to have the support of their family members.
Sometimes it's hard, but even when they talk to your friends, that's good, because I used to talk to his friends. We screen recorded. I mean, we screenshot that. Like, it doesn't have to be. If you have a hard family, like a difficult family who doesn't support your relationship, it could be your friends talking to each other. Like, it doesn't really matter. Just something.
Anyone else is kind of like a witness. Two witnesses.
As long as you have someone supporting you. If you don't, that's okay. It's just you two. But if you do, then you should definitely involve that.
It just helps your situation. It's not necessary, but it just helps.
Yeah.
Right, so the next thing on here is proof of an ongoing relationship, which are what we're talking about, those chat logs about marriage, which is huge. So obviously, if you're planning to get the K-1 Fiancé Visa, you have that 90-day period when you get into the country to get married. So that's not a long time. So you obviously got to make plans, set up things like that to get that marriage set away and done. So
talking about your wedding dress, kind of cake you want, that kind of stuff. You should get a specific, like you talk about a lot of things, but you should specifically screenshot those ones, because those are the important ones. Like, you talk about daily lives and stuff, which is okay, but when you get a chat of you talking about the wedding, who's going to be your bridesmaid, something exciting like that, it helps them know that you guys are actually in process of going towards your marriage, which is helps.
And that's awesome. And for the guys or girls, whatever, whoever's buying the ring for whoever, keep a receipt. That's huge too. Keep a receipt of the ring. Take pictures of your proposal. Take pictures of plane tickets, photocopies of plane tickets showing you visited there, passport entry stamps, anything at all just helps your case. Okay.
Anything related to we've been together, we are still together, we did this together, like stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And obviously, you don't want to send those original documents into them, because you're not going to get that back. You're not going to get that form back. You want to send in photocopies that are clear and easy to read. So that is the I-129F breakdown. But if you want that detailed explanation like we were talking about before, go on it and comment and let us know, and we'll definitely get that out for you.
We're here for you. Whatever you need, we got you.
All right, and also a huge thing when you're filing or sending in your paperwork to, which I sent mine to Dallas, Texas. That's kind of where mine was sent. It kind of depends on where you live and the file you're filing. But always send it through FedEx or UPS. Please don't trust USPS.
I guess, yeah.
Don't trust it, because just barely when we were doing our adjustment of status, which is a whole other thing, we accidentally sent it through USPS. Oh, it was a nightmare.
Was that what your mom sent it to us?
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
Yeah, we had moved from where we were staying, so we had his mom sent it to us in our new location, and oh my goodness, it wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It was a headache. Like, we were freaking out. It's
a lot of sensitive information in those, a lot of documents that you just don't want to do it again.
Yeah, you don't want to get it out there, like, if you misplace it, then.
It's a little more expensive, but honestly, not that much more expensive.
It's just better safe than sorry, I guess. So
exactly. So
this is important. It doesn't matter. Like, it's worth paying a lot than paying something cheaper and then, you know, at the end just not knowing what to do next. So
amen to that.
Okay. So one of the questions that we normally also get is, what do you do after you file the form? Wait.
A lot of waiting. That's all.
It's just wait from then.
Yeah.
Just keep on doing what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Have your relationship move on. Get to know each other better, because there is nothing you can do from then.
Yeah.
So
90% of what you're going to be doing during this process is waiting. That's what it is. All right, so the next major question, which kind of goes along with the one we just answered, is how long does it take from filing of the form till the interview? Like we said, it's a waiting game. For us, it was just about a year, so it was quite a while.
Yeah.
They do update you along the way with your notice of application and all those things.
What's happening.
The huge thing that helped us was an app you can download called Case Tracker. It lets you put in your case number and lets you see any updates and what's going on. It just pulls it directly from the USCIS website.
Yeah, it helps you know if you've been accepted or denied, like, you know, things like that.
And even we always found out via mail, like by the mail, we get a letter, like, okay, because checking every day is tedious.
It's exhausting.
It's just like whatever.
Except you get it faster here than, you know, the mail, but it's about a day or two.
Yeah.
Space.
So it didn't take quite a year, but it took about a year for us to get the information. Kind of a cool story is I went back in October, and we just kind of spent some time together, and we were planning on getting her interview around that day, around that time. And the whole plan was to kind of get back to US in time for Christmas together to spend time with my family. So I got there, and my birthday is December 12th, and the thing is, on November 29th is when we got our notice from the consulate that we could schedule an interview. So
that's the good thing. They give you about 2, 3, 4, 5 dates for you to choose which one works best for you. So if you have other things to do, you obviously have a choice. They don't give you you should come in on Tuesday or something like that. You get to choose. So
they'll show you a calendar of dates and then times.
That's how you're available.
So, luckily, there was December 12th, my birthday.
We're like, why not?
It was awesome. So we chose that date. Got it squared away, and we went for the interview. And so
that was it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, that's all for today. If you have any more questions about the I-129F or anything at all about anything, please leave a comment down below, and we'll make sure to notify it. And possibly we'll make a video just about that. Next up will be the process, all the paperwork and everything for the I-129F.
What you need to do for your interview, things you need to prepare for, how my interview went. If you guys want to know, just leave it in the comment below. Subscribe to our channel. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And hit the notification button so you'll be the first to be notified if we put or upload our next video.
All right, awesome. And just so you know, this is the first of multiple series of videos we'll be making, because we have spent a lot of time in Ghana, and we're also planning on going back in the near future. So definitely we have a lot of experiences, a lot of videos and pictures that we have taken, some crazy adventures that we've been on. So definitely, yep.
If you guys want to know, if you guys want to know a lot about Ghana, any specific places, I don't know, anything at all, just let us know in the comment below, and we'll be glad to help.
All right.